Hey y'all, so today I'm here because it is a new year. It is the first video of 2025, and I'm here to share with you guys a few tips that I have that I think is going to help me save money and can help you save money as well. Let's just get right into it. So, I have created a no buy list, and if you haven't heard of this yet, it's a new challenge slash trend that's going around lately, and it's just people creating a bunch of different things that they plan not to buy in 2025. And you can borrow some of these from my list if you need to. So, the very first section that we have is food. So, I don't know about for you, but for me, food is a category that I did not expect would just accumulate so much spending. So, I DoorDash a lot, and this is something that I plan to completely cut out in 2025. The reason why I have DoorDash is because my dad has been fixing up my car for a couple of weeks, and while he's been doing that, I've been craving some food late at night, and I don't feel like running anyone out to the store, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just DoorDash. And I literally have like a student account and everything, and even with the discounts, it still adds up over time. I kid you not, I went back and looked at how much I was spending on DoorDash, and it was literally like $30 a month. And that's ridiculous, y'all. That adds up over time because, as you know, there's 12 months in a year. And 30 times 12, well, I can't do that math right now, but here's the number. The next thing I will be cutting out in 2025 is coffee. Well, not necessarily. I have a coffee machine, so I will only be making coffee. I have a coffee machine, so the only coffee I will be getting will be from home. I will make my own iced coffee, Americana, whatever I need to do, but I will not be spending it at a cafe or a restaurant. I will only eat outside food twice a week. And what I mean by this is not necessarily eating out at a restaurant, but like fast food items, like, when you're just running back home from somewhere and you decide to just pull over to McDonald's and get something real quick. We won't be doing that anymore. Well, at least not more than twice a week. So here's something that I thought could definitely help me in 2025, and that is meal prepping. So back in 2023, when I was going to the gym a lot, I did some at-home meal preps, and I realized that this kind of helped me save money over time because I wasn't going out and buying food as often because I had meals already stored in the fridge. And then on top of that, it did help me bulk up when I was trying to work out, and I am going to be getting into Pilates. So this is a tip that definitely is helpful, and it's scanning your receipts on a rebate app. So the rebate app that I use is called Fetch Rewards, and if you haven't heard of this already, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the screen. This is the logo that you're going to be looking for if you want to download this app on the App Store. And if you want to get us both some points and we can both get money back, here is my referral code, and if you add me, we will both get 2,000 points. So what Fetch does is it takes your receipts, and every receipt that you scan, you get at least 25 points. You can also download games on the app right now, and as of 2025, and when you download these games and reach certain levels, they will give you points for that as well. And once you reach a certain amount of points, you can cash it back for gift cards. You can also enter giveaways and sweepstakes that they have on the app. The last thing that I have under the food section is 80% of my cart must be WIC approved. So when I'm going shopping, I must have at least 80% of my items be WIC approved. And what WIC is, it's a government program where you can get food for the free. And I go through this from my specific health department in my city, and you can find one through yours. How I started getting on it is whenever I was pregnant, I was offered it, and I just went ahead and applied, and I was able to be qualified for it because I am considered low income. I don't have a job, I'm a college student, I'm a new mom, and I have a boyfriend, so technically I'm considered single parent. So that's how I was able to qualify. Go ahead and check if you could meet the qualifications because this helps me a lot. I get certain items for free. I'm going to go ahead and do put up a quick little like walkthrough of how you can navigate WIC. The next section is beauty. So for the beauty section, honestly, I don't do too much. I don't even have time to do that much because like I said, am a new mom and I barely get any time for myself. So unfortunately, that means I don't really do too much like duty wise. But these are the things that I will be sticking to help me save money in this area. I will only be getting drugstore makeup and skincare products only. And I already do this. I use Cetaphil for my skincare. Like that's literally all I do for my face. I will get some of the CeraVe moisturizer and use that to moisturize my face, but I forget to do that sometimes. And I don't have any other skincare steps. As for makeup, I don't have any like luxurious makeup brands. Honestly, I just use a concealer that I get from the drugstore, and I have lip gloss. I brush up my eyebrows, I get some mascara, and that's basically all I do. And that's all I really want to continue doing. I don't want to invest a bunch of money going into makeup as I'm mostly at home all the time, so I barely go out anyways. This is a big one for me because I struggle big time with this, and that is no new body mist or lotions without having ran out of that thing. So I go to the store, and my sense of like retail therapy is just running into Target and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this new EOS lotion looks so cute, or like this new I don't know, body perfume, it looks so cute, let me just like put it in my cart real quick, like, and then I don't use it. Like I don't use it, or I just have so many that I can't even move through them properly. So we won't be doing any of that because all of that reckless spending adds up, and those Target runs and Walmart runs end up being like $40 like here and there, and we don't need to do it. So we're just gonna cut that out in 2025, and you can cut it out too, girl. Okay, I'm calling you out because I know we all do this. Now this one is big, and this is no purchases just because it's trendy. We don't need to purchase an item just because we heard good things about it. Now, if this is something, like I said, that you need to restock on and you see a new item that is better for you, go ahead and do it. But don't just run out to the store and recklessly buy something just because you heard some good TikTok reviews on it. It's not worth it. It will add up over time. So this one is pretty simple for me because I don't even have time to be doing these things anyways, but I am just going to put this here in this video if you need to use it as some advice. So this is no gym memberships. So in 2025, I plan to do at-home Pilates, and I bought a bunch of workout clothes from Shein. This workout set is from Shein. I didn't want to buy anything from Lululemon or Gymshark or any of those like really expensive athleisure brands. I just went ahead, got a few things from Shein. I got a couple of Pilates equipment that I can do from home, and that's how I'm going to be working out this year. So we don't need any gym memberships or Pilates memberships. None of that. So another thing for the health category is daily walks. So getting in your steps. I think I heard somewhere that a lot of girlies are doing 10,000 steps a day. And I personally cannot be doing 10,000 steps a day because my baby would not be having all of that, like letting me have all of that free time just willy-nilly walking around in circles. The most that I can get a day is probably about like 4,000, 5,000 steps, but that's good enough for me. So I think just taking daily walks in general is a good way to save money, and you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars I don't know, going to the gym and doing Stairmasters. Just go ahead, take some walks around your neighborhood. Okay, so the last thing that I have in the health category is period related, and this might work for me. I know a lot of people kind of find this a little bit uncomfortable, and I did at first too, so we're gonna have to see how this goes. However, I am a little bit more confident in it because right now I am on birth control, so I don't really get my period that often, and when I do, it's like very, very light. So instead of stacking up on tampons, pads, all of those very, very wasteful products that cost money over time, I will just be investing in a good pair of period underwear. So I'm going to do my research, see which ones are the best recommended period underwears to wear, and I will maybe get like 1 or 2 pairs of those and whip them out whenever I am on my period, because as I said, it's not really much of a period for me, so this is the option that I'm going to be taking. Alright guys, so we've made it to the last category, and that is clothing. So girl, I know, retail therapy can be a killer. It is a silent killer. A lot of us struggle with it because we love to go shopping, but I promise you it is not worth it. I remember back in like high school, me and my best friend would literally drive to Ross and just go there literally for the fact to just find stuff. We would go in the aisles, pick up like what was the item? I think you can have like 8 pairs of clothes you can bring into the dressing room. We'd find our 8 pairs, we'd like try on stuff, and then we go back, get a new 8 things, and then go back to the dressing room, and we just keep doing that until we found things that we liked. Guys, we were literally out here searching to buy stuff. Don't do that. In 2025, I will not be going to the store just to look for something to get. If I don't need it, why am I there in the first place? I'm looking to spend money. And we won't be doing any of that in 2025. So my rule is if I buy something new, I must sell something old. And for me, it goes for any category, but especially in the clothing category, because I have so many clothes that I have collected from over the years. But do I necessarily wear all of them all the time? No. Do I need all of these all the time? No. But something that I do like is fashion, and I do like wearing new clothes and buying clothes when I go on vacation, and that's fine. But I'm going to go about this rule where it's kind of like, okay, you can do that, but sell some old clothes, so then we're kind of like replacing it. It kind of cancels each other out. So, and also like it if I do it correctly, I could make a profit with that. So that's what I'm going to do. If I have 30 pairs of jeans, which at one point I did have 30 pairs of jeans at once, I'll sell those 30 pairs of jeans and then get 10 new pairs of jeans. Now, 10 pairs of jeans is still kind of excessive, but that's a 20 pair of jeans difference, and I'm getting a profit from that. So this is something that I plan to do in 2025. I haven't really had too much luck on selling on Depop or like Poshmark or anything in the past. So I'm hoping that I find a formula that works for me and I can actually get my clothes to sell. If not, then we're probably just going to have to do some like garage sale or something and hope people actually try to buy my clothes. Anything that I do buy must be on sale. So once I do the whole thing where I sell my clothes, if I go get some new clothes from the store, those items must be on sale, because this is going to guarantee that I get some sort of discount when I'm buying stuff. So here's a hack that I've learned recently this year, and that is anytime that someone asks me for like, what do I want for my birthday, right? What do I want for Christmas? I've in the past never had an answer because I just didn't have these things like off the top of the dome, like, oh, like I want this, I want this, I want this. Personally, I've never been that type of person, and I get like a little bit nervous to like, hey, I want exactly this. Well, that's going to change. This year, anytime someone asks me what do I want for Christmas or for my birthday, I'm just gonna say that I want clothes. And that way, like I don't have to buy them myself. The people are just getting clothes for me. And not even just clothes, but other items as well. So like those body lotions, body washes, and all those excessive things that you were just splurging on in the past, just keep a list of all the things that you might potentially want, and then when someone asks you what you want for your birthday, just say, oh, I want this new EOS body lotion. And those things are cheap, like they're not really that expensive, but we don't want to be buying them ourselves and accumulating the cost. Just ask other people to get it for you as a present for free.
Tell you what, white bread, I'll give you Ferrari for free.
This one is simple. Absolutely no retail therapy at any cost, y'all. At any cost. No retail therapy. It's dangerous, like I've expressed before. The very last thing that I have on this list is no costume jewelry. So this means no jewelry from Shein, no jewelry from Fashion Nova or any other like websites that you can get it from that you know is not going to be real jewelry. Get it from an actual sustainable jewelry brand that is real gold, real silver, carat, whatever. So I've learned this the hard way. Recently, my body decided to just like reject fake jewelry, and it didn't do that in the past. And I wonder if it's like symptoms from postpartum, just gaining new allergies. I don't really know what the issue is, but all of a sudden I'm just like allergic to fake jewelry. And so, in general, it does save money to just buy jewelry that's going to last anyways, so you don't have to keep buying it over and over again. So becoming allergic to jewelry all of a sudden actually helped me realize how much money I've been spending on just repeat buying jewelry, like wearing them for 2 days at a time, and then 2 days later it's just rusted or completely the paint is off, and that's ridiculous. So let's just invest in some good jewelry in 2025, and over time you'll save money. And that's a rule in general. It's called the boots theory. If you buy a pair of boots that is good quality, then over time you're going to be saving money. And we all know that saving time is saving money. Wait, hold on. I forgot what the quote is. You know what I'm trying to say though. We want to be saving money and time. And yes, in the moment, those quality pair of boots may seem like it's very expensive, but if you buy a pair of boots from Shein and then they destroy within 5 days, or the sole comes out in a week, then over time you're going to be keep buying new pairs of boots. So you might as well just invest in those actual UGG boots that will actually last you for years. Hold on, guys. Before you guys go ahead and call me out on this little contradictory here, I'm going to call it out first. So yes, earlier in the video, I did say that I recently bought a whole cart of Shein items for my athletic wear for Pilates, right? And this would contradict the boots theory that buying the Lululemon or the Gymshark would make more sense in the long run because it is quality clothes. However, in this case, because I am not my normal size and I do plan on slimming back down sometime this year, the clothes that I'm wearing right now are probably going to be stretched out, not as desirable or how I want athletic clothes to actually fit me when I get to my desired size. So my logic was, if I buy Shein, then it's not going to matter like in the long run, because regardless my clothes will get ruined. So I didn't want to go ahead and buy a really expensive brand. I don't really know if this made sense and this, if this logic made any sense, but that's what I thought, and so that's what I did. But usually I do buy quality items that I do want to last a long time. Unless it's like clothes for vacation, I will go ahead and get a Shein cart, because some of those clothes for vacation is just like a one-time wear. It's not like something that I'm going to be wearing over and over again. So clothes like that, I do tend to get fast fashion. Other clothes are actual quality clothes that will last me years, and I don't have to keep recycling through them. All right, there we go. All right, y'all. So that's all for today's video. I hope that this did you some justice. I'm going to be sticking to these rules and tips myself. Hopefully, I can actually stick to it, because I do know that New Year's resolutions or new goals that you have for yourself in the new year can be really hard to follow because life happens and at some point we quit. But I do believe that if I stick to at least some of these for most of the year, I will still be saving money in big astronomical ways, especially on that DoorDash one, y'all. Especially on that DoorDash. But all right, y'all. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you like this content, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to grow. This year is a year of growth for me. And so I hope that I can get my channel to at least 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That is my 2025 goals for YouTube. So help me out and click a thumbs up and give it a subscribe. Bye, y'all.
Now when they see us in the streets, all they wanna do is take pics, and I'm